to you EVP Platinum, Miss Sherri Webster. Miss Webster, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. The call is yours.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you guys for letting me get on and just share my experience with my econ. So I've been with my econ for about 6 years now. Now, my story isn't a big grand story. I'm not a huge recruiter and all of that, but I am an income shifter. When Miss Alexander was on, she was really pumping me up, and I was like, yes, 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 I can do it. I love when people get on like that. And then I'm thinking, whew, I'm glad I don't have to follow her because I am just not that enthusiastic, but I am enthusiastic about my econ and the strategies that they teach. I believe in them 100%, so much so that I do them daily in my own life. And that's really what it takes. Mr. Williams was right. You have to get in and you have to just do it. You have to work it or it won't work for you. But if you work it, the strategies work 100% of the time. So just a little bit about my experience. Pre-pandemic, I had cash flow just about $250,000, which is pretty good. But when the pandemic hit, in the beginning, I was one of those that was very, very nervous about going out and everything. So I didn't want to go to work. But as you said, I work for Rolls-Royce and we have government contracts. So I'm considered an essential employee. Yes, I still work there. But so we were never shut down and we were never able to stay. I wasn't able to stay home because my job, I need to be there to do it. But I still was nervous about being there. So I remember in the very beginning, I went to work one day and I was there for about 20 minutes. I called my boss and I told him, I said, I'm not comfortable. I need to go. So he said, okay, go ahead. So I left and I called him the next day. I said, I'm taking a few days off. He said, okay. So that was like on a Wednesday. So I took off the rest of the week. That next Monday, I called him. I said, I'm not feeling it. I'm not coming in. So I ended up taking a 30-day leave of absence. But the problem with that is because we're essential and I wasn't officially off, I didn't get to get paid for it. But I still was so nervous, I didn't want to go. So I was okay with that. Long story short, over those 30 days, I was home and I was feeling comfortable. And I was able to pay all of my bills. I was able to eat good, probably better than I should have, but I was able to do all of those things because I had used the strategies that my econ teaches. And I was okay and I could pay my bills up. I could eat. I could do all the things that I had normally done while I was working without missing a beat, without an income from Rolls-Royce. I still was getting a check from my econ coming in, but I had also built up my emergency fund, which is one of the principles that my econ teaches. So I just wanted to say that so I can encourage you, just get in there and use these strategies because they do work. So since the pandemic has been going on, I was using some of the other strategies. I had actually increased my credit score over 100 points since the pandemic started, so much so that I was able to buy me a new home just in February. I just decided to check out my credit score. It had gone up and I thought, well, let me check out and see if I can get pre-approved. So I did that and I was able to get a 2% interest rate. And I said, well, okay, let me look for a house. I found a house and I closed within 60 days. So I'm extremely happy with that. So the pandemic has been pretty good to me so far. One of the other things that I've done with since the pandemic and that my econ has helped me to do is I've increased my investment portfolio by $150,000. I was like, what? So you can't tell me that the economy is doing so bad. Even in a pandemic, my investment portfolio has increased $150,000. I was just looking at it yesterday and I was totally amazed. So these strategies are great. They work. They work 100% of the time, but you have to work them. It can be at your own pace, but if you implement the strategies, they will work. You will see success. You will get to financial freedom. Yes. And you will build a confidence that you know that it worked. And no one can tell you, no matter if you're a big recruiter, no matter if you're an intern.
And it's only gonna be like 10 minutes, then I can eat.
Ms. Webster, we lost you just for a second.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. But yes, all you have to do is just keep doing these strategies. They work. If you're not a big recruiter, just be an income shifter. You will receive financial freedom. You will get to your goal because the strategies work 100% of the time. So that's all I want to say. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my testimony.
All right, ladies and